I tell you what, Christmas is definitely having an influence on eBay sales. When else would you be able to sell a singing Christmas tree for 30 quid? It's this time of year people tend to get a little bit sentimental, a little bit nostalgic. I picked up these two Home Alone VHSs, number 1 and number 2, 50 pence each. Someone's bought those for 15 quid. And then being predominantly a toy reseller, it's the perfect time of year for me. People buying Christmas presents, stocking fillers, stuff like this. This Stretch Armstrong octopus, that's sold for £8 plus post. And then because sales are good, it means we've got to be outsourcing more. We've got to be listing more to replenish all the items that are selling. Got a little Facebook Marketplace pickup to make. It's only been up for a couple of days. Should be a nice quick seller. And for 15 quid, I've got a ton of tech deck stuff. 13 different fingerboards. These are the type of things, right, where you can get lucky, and some of the individual ones can be worth selling on their own. I don't think I've got any in this set. That'll all be job lot. That's cool. This deck's by Almost. If you can find the Rodney Mullen one, that's worth about 40 quid. And in the bag there, we've got a skate park and an official tech deck half pipe. So that is a pretty decent deal. Got to get home, get it all listed up, get it all sold before Christmas. Let's see what else we can find. What's this up here? Travel Cluedo, 50p. It is pre-owned, there's a chance that not all the pieces are there. But there's the instructions, looks in reasonable condition to be fair. Not going to count all the pieces now. For only 50p, it's worth a gamble. Have a look at that teddy bear behind the counter. I just asked about it. It is a Merry Thought one, but they want 50 quid for it. It is probably worth that. But there won't be enough resale value. It's got no tags on it. It is pre-owned. But have a look at these two I found the other day. These two bears are really, really cute. They're both by Merry Thought. That's the label you want to look out for. Ironbridge, Shropshire, made in England. I don't know how old these are, but they are jointed. This one's probably my favourite. Dressed in his little pilot suit there. The last one of these sold on eBay for about £50 plus post. Paid a tenner for that one. This one I paid £15 for because it's limited edition. Number 40 out of 100. His name's Jamie, but I can't find any other Jamies on eBay. I've had a good search on Google as well, and I can't find any other Merry Thought Jamie bears at all. Love his little wintry scarf. Typical selling price of limited edition to 100 bears, 30 to 100. I've gone straight down the middle, priced him up £60 plus post. Keep an eye out, Merry Thought bears. Monopoly up there. Let's have a look. National Trust Monopoly. Only £1. Brand new, these sell for about 30 quid. Pre-owned, the sell-through rate isn't brilliant at all. And they tend to sell for about a tenner plus post, something like that. It's Christmas time, people are buying board games. For £1, well worth picking up. I thought I was onto one here, check this out. From 2007 Rugby World Cup. Size large Wales jersey, £3.50. Really good price. But the ones that seem to be selling on eBay, they've all got long sleeves. If this had the long sleeves, you'd be looking at about 20 plus post. Short sleeves, about a £5. Maybe push 10, something like that. I do have a few Wales rugby jerseys to shift already. If that was long sleeve, I get it. Short sleeve, staying on the rail. This would have been a decent shout here, look. Grimm, seasons 1 to 5. That sells as a set like that for about 20 quid plus post. DVDs are priced up individually in here. What's that, $4.99? No, we'll go $2.99, 3 quid. They're all going to be 3 quid each, aren't they? 15 quid, there's not going to be enough in it. If you can find though, Grimm season 6, that's worth selling on its own. Just having a browse through the DVDs here. Unforgotten, series 1 to 3. CEX trading value, about 4 quid on that one. Not sure how much the DVDs are in here. If it's cheap enough, we'll get that and trade it in. I do have another couple of DVDs to cash in as well. John Wayne at War. This is a pretty good one. Cracker. Complete collection. And another couple of 10 to 20p trading DVDs. They all build up though. Let's see if there's anything in here to put it towards. By trading all that in, I've been able to get Zelda: A Link Between Worlds for about £5. This game is meant to be absolutely class. Looking forward to giving it a go. Okay, this is quite cool. I've just popped down to Cardiff and they've got this pop-up Pokemon post stop. I'm going to join the back of that queue. Let's get some cards to post. Thank you very much. And this is what you queued up for: an Eevee Poker Post envelope and a Pikachu Poker Post envelope. You got one of each to post and one of each to keep and take home there on the day. And in each envelope you got a card, either the Pikachu or the Eevee. But the key is they're stamped in the corner there with Pokemon together. Now, Pokemon collectors go mad for stamp cards. And the thing is, these have a natural rarity about them. You could only get these cards at those Pokemon post stops. And there's only a few happening in the UK. I think there was one in Edinburgh, there was the one I went to today in Cardiff, and there's one in December in London. There's a couple happening in France, maybe a couple in Germany, but that's it. If you can't get to any of those, you can't buy those cards. Now, on the off chance, I had a look at what these were selling for on eBay. Bearing in mind they'd only been released in Edinburgh and Cardiff today, and the prices they're selling for is absolutely crazy. So I thought it would be silly for me not to sell these. I'm not collecting any of the modern sets. I've got all of my old ones in a binder upstairs. These are just absolutely wasted on me. I stuck them up Tuesday night. They sold Wednesday morning. These are going global shipping over to America. £100. Mad. Right, have a look at some of these other bits that I've been selling. Okay, this is pretty cool, to be fair. I am instantly regretting selling this. From Jurassic Park, I've got this really cool blue mask. I picked this up just before Halloween, thinking that someone might buy it as a costume. I only paid £4, something like that. Hasn't hung around too long. Sold for £18 plus post. Like that a lot. I got my pricing completely wrong with this old school Turtles cushion. Donatello from 1990, pizza in hand. I had this listed up for £30 plus post, which is at the real top end of this type of thing. The condition of this though is absolutely awful. Stained on the front there, stained on the back there. The cushiony bit inside is all kind of clumped together. It's had a fair few views, mine, but not many offers until a speculative one come in the other day, £20 all in. Well, I've had this listed up for over 18 months. Time for it to go. I accepted it. Now, I promise you, this is the last piece of Lord of the Rings Warhammer. It is absolutely flown out. Everything is sold in under a month, and this is the last one to go. It's all metal, an Urukai catapult with 3 little Urukai figures there. That set, that's gone for £35 all in. It's the board game time of year, isn't it? Nights are getting darker, people are spending more time indoors. Scrabble, absolute classic. This is the deluxe version with electronic timer, although the timer doesn't have any batteries in it. Decent one to look out for. Box is a little bit faded. Even so, it's gone for about £25 all in. Do not sleep on baby carriers. I picked up 4 or 5 of these over the boot sale season and I've just been drip feeding them onto eBay. The price of this type of thing, brand new, if you get the right brand, can be sky high. And this is a decent brand to look out for, Ergo Baby. And because the brand new price is so high, if you can find one in reasonable condition, the second-hand market can be pretty buoyant. I paid a couple of quid for this 360 Cool Air version. That sold for £50 all in. Does anybody know the last date that you can use global shipping to make sure it gets to you by Christmas? It's got to be sometime soon, because this weekend I've had a few sales. 4 of them though have been global shipping program, and I've not had one for ages. Firstly, this Kindle, this is going off to Spain, and I only picked this up in the charity shop last Wednesday. Tested and working, although I don't have a charger for it. It's got the original Kindle case. It's a 4th generation one. That's gone for just under 20 plus post. I think I sold this Marvel Werewolf off a little bit cheap. It's from Werewolf by Midnight, 2004 Toy Biz, so a decent toy line. But to me, it just looks a bit janky. Like, his waist is too narrow for his trousers. The swivel's really loose. Like, the hips don't really articulate very well. The joints in his hands seem a little bit tight. The paintwork on his face isn't good. Just doesn't really scream quality for me. I only paid 50p in the charity shop. I listed it up for £15 all in, because that seemed to be what the going rate was on auction, but it sold near enough straight away. And actually, looking on Terapeak, I could have probably squeezed another tenner out of him. I like the werewolf. This one's going off to America as well. It's a Disney Store Sadness mug. It's quite clever actually. It is from the film Upside Down. You can see what they've done there. Quite quirky, I like that. That's gone for 15 quid. And off to America as well, I've got this PSA 4 Stanley Matthews cigarette card. This is from 1935. So for something that old, to get a PSA 4, that's not too bad a grade. The good thing about this one as well is a lot of these cigarette cards were designed to be stuck in an album. This one's unstuck, all the back is complete. That one's gone for 30 quid all in. I've given Puppet Company puppets a fair chance. What I'm finding is they sell really slow and they don't sell for that much. This dog and this cat together, they've gone for 7 quid plus post. Shout out Fabio from Bristol. Jumped on my store, picked up this Transformers Beast Hunters ratchet with the weapon as well. Really cool Transformer, this one. Fabio, thank you for your lovely message. Really hope you enjoy this and thank you for supporting the channel. Stade Francais Paris Rugby Club, they do some cracking rugby shirts. They're proper quirky, a little bit out there. This is size large, dark pink with pink flowers all over. You want to Google some of their other ones, they are absolutely brilliant. This one's gone for 18 quid plus post. This one's a bit more reserved. This turquoise Cardiff City goalkeeper shirt from 2017, long sleeves, size XL. Paid 8 quid for this, but sold within a couple of days. Gone for 20 quid all in, so just under a tenner profit there. And then I sold these Rock'em Sock'em boxes from 2001. They're not the old version, but it doesn't matter. They still hold a nice bit of value. Stickers missing on the side of the ring. No original box. It's going to be a little bit of a pain to pack, actually. I'm going to try and take out these posts. Try and unclip the boxes as well. That should make it pack a bit flatter. That's gone for just under 20 quid plus post. These absolutely scream Christmas parties coming into that season, isn't it? A little bit different to the type of thing you usually see me sell on the channel. A pair of ladies wedges. These are by Russell Bromley. Check out the sparkle on that. They've gone for 20 quid plus post. Get those Christmas things listed though. We've only got a short window to cash in. This little toot driver here, Santa's sleigh, that's gone for a tenner. And I've bundled together loads of Christmas themed Playmobil stuff. There's a Christmas tree, Father Christmas, reindeers, carol singers, a load of random bits really. 15 quid plus post. I've been through those Game Boy bundles I picked up last week and I've started to list up some of the games that don't really fit into my collection. Shout out Simon though, jumped onto the store and picked up this one for his. This is Bugs Bunny Crazy Castle 3 for the Game Boy Color. Simon, thank you so much for the support. And then I sold this Tetris here. It is tested and working, but someone has stuck their own little graphic on the front there. The case is going a bit grey, few marks here and there. Still, it's gone for 7 quid. Animated Ratchet. One of my favourite versions of Ratchet. I've got one up on the shelf there. This was a spare one. That one's gone for £8 plus post. For all of you guys living in Wales, this is one to look out for. This is the Wales Cymru edition of Monopoly. I sold this one cheap, 15 quid, because it is absolutely wrecked. Sun damage, ripped. The box isn't brilliant. Inside it does smell a little bit musty. It has been stored away in a charity shop for a long time. Sold it cheap, cashed in. And this one's in the same boat really. The box is an absolute state. It's almost not really worth keeping it. It's an Imperia pasta maker. It's got everything inside, but it does need a good clean. I listed all of that in the description. And because of that, again, I sold it a little bit cheap. I took an offer, sold it for just under 20 quid, but I did pay £3 for it. And I tell you what, it's pretty heavy. It's going to cost a fair whack to post. So guys, if you enjoyed this video, hit that like and hit that subscribe button. It just helps the channel grow. Next Wednesday, that'll be my next video. We'll go out, hit the charity shop, see what else we can find to sell on eBay. Catch up with you then.